Thank you all for joining Lumens webinar today. I'd like to now introduce you to Mr. Eddie Boyette, Lumens East Zone Manager.
Hello, everyone. And again, like Helen said, thanks for joining us today. Today, we're going to talk about a couple of our box cameras and some of the applications that we are seeing our customers use them in. This is my information here. I am the East Zone Manager for Lumens. Please feel free to email me or call me if you have any questions on our products. I've been with Lumens for about 13 years and I'm available for your reference. On the call today, I do have Mr. Paul Munoz, who is our tech support specialist at Lumens. If you have any questions at the end of the presentation, please don't hesitate to ask. If I can't answer them, hopefully Paul will be able to. So a basic outline of what we're going to talk about. Obviously, we're going to talk about the cameras themselves, a little bit about the specifications of the cameras, some of the applications, and then we'll have a question and answer period as well. If you've attended any of the Lumens webinars in the past, thank you for that. This one won't be quite as long as, like I said, we're only covering a couple of different types of cameras. The first product, the first camera that I'm going to talk about is our VCBC 701P. This is our 4K box camera. This particular camera has a 30x optical zoom, gives you the ability to live stream to YouTube and Facebook directly, as well as others. It is, again, these are point of view cameras. So they're not, these are not PTZ units. And so, again, this is giving you a 68-degree horizontal field of view pointed in one direction. 30x optical zoom for this particular product. 4K ultra high definition, available at 60 frames per second. Both of these units, just like our other cameras in our VC line or our AV line, both of these products are available in black and white as well, and will connect to our LC200 capture vision system as well. So this is the 701P. Some of the outputs, this particular model has IP and HDMI out. Both are able to give you the 4K UHD resolution that you're looking for. Also, it also supports H.265 and H.264 video formats for streaming. And obviously, you see the number of different streaming protocols that this particular product supports. It also supports PoE, so this is a PoE product and has audio inputs and outputs as well. This camera can be controlled via IP or RS-232, and this has the RS-232 in and out. It does operate on the VISCA ONVIF protocol as well. The 601P, a slightly different version of the 701. The 601P is our 1080p box camera. It will do 1080p at 60 frames per second, also with a 30x optical zoom, and also has a 68-degree horizontal field of view. Again, this allows you to stream directly to YouTube or Facebook or other streaming services. These are both very affordable alternatives to PTZ cameras if you're specifically looking for a directional point of view type of shot, okay? Again, a 68-degree horizontal field of view. This camera has one extra output, the 3G SDI. 3G SDI, the IP, and the HDMI out. All three are hot simultaneous, just as on the 701P, the HDMI and IP or Ethernet outputs are both hot simultaneous. This gives you the ability to support multiple streaming protocols again, also a PoE camera, but gives you the additional SDI output if necessary. And the only reason the 701p does not have SDI is 3G SDI will not support 4K. It would have to be a 12G SDI output for that. And the 701p does not have that. We also have a wall mount that is an optional accessory for purchase. Very lightweight, and we have it in white. All right, so we've talked about multiple streaming types of formats. We work with many different streaming platforms, online streaming platforms, such as YouTube or Facebook, Twitch. You'll see some of the different applications here in just a couple of minutes that many of these streaming platforms use. So I mentioned the LC200 a little earlier. It's our media processor or our capture vision system. Gives you the ability to capture and record. If you need information on that, I will be glad to provide that. Just shoot me an email. Our box cameras, as well as our PTZ cameras, our camera controllers, can all work directly with the LC200. So if you're going IP from everything, then you'll go into a router, and then from the router into our LC200. Again, this LC200 gives you the ability to record and stream simultaneous. Now, I see we have a question come up, and I'll get to all the questions at the end of the presentation. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the vertical markets that we see these box cameras being used in. Education is a huge market for these particular cameras because they can be stationed on the wall. They can be directed at a specific content in the classroom or in the auditorium. It gives the entire view or the wide shot of a particular seating area. Can capture the instructor and content on the whiteboard or projected image in the front of the classroom. So we see them used a lot in education. Obviously, another vertical market where we are seeing a lot of these cameras being placed in is our house of worship vertical. Again, this gives the opportunity for the house of worship to literally stream any of the services or concerts or anything that's going on from these cameras. And with them placed appropriately, on the sides of the sanctuaries, in the back or the front, many different angles and shots can be provided by these particular cameras. Many corporate events, corporations use these to live stream events or specific types of special speakers that may be coming in to present a certain topic. Again, in today's world, with everybody working virtually, and many of these types of cameras are being used to stream events and stream speakers talking about certain issues all over. So these cameras can capture a complete venue as well as the speaker, again, placed appropriately in the facility. So another vertical, these cameras are fitting very nicely in as kind of support cameras in many different studios now across the country for broadcast purposes. They may not be the main camera, however, they can be used as support or spy cameras for broadcast in different parts of the studio. If a person is presenting a special topic or a weather person or a sportscaster, maybe the box cam is focused directly on that particular individual. And so they can be installed along the wall or the ceiling of the studio. And it's a good way to to focus on a specific person in that studio at that time. Moving on, we see these being used in government agencies or courtrooms as well. They're capturing the jury, or they're capturing the judge, or being used to capture lawyers and prosecutors or defendants as well. So again, appropriately placed in a courtroom, 3 or 4 cameras can capture the entire proceeding. The next 2 applications we see growing specifically, mini sports. Hopefully when they come back, you'll see many different types of streaming cameras being used to capture different types of special shots. For example, box cameras are used behind backboards, in goalie nets, things of that nature, to capture as much action as possible close to the scoring area. For live events, very much like many of our other vertical markets, they're placed all throughout the arena or the stage to be able to capture specific types of shots of the entertainer or the concert that's going on at that particular time. And finally, one of the biggest growing areas for this particular camera is eSports. This camera is used as a basically to have a focal point on the actual gamer himself or herself, and also to capture what that player is doing to manipulate throughout the game, and obviously being able to capture reactions and the intensity of the players' faces as well. So many different types of vertical markets where this camera is being used in today. Our 4K version and our 1080p version, both are fantastic options. Lumens, we have the best warranty in the industry. It's a 5-year limited replacement warranty. We do offer lifetime professional development as well. There are many tutorials on YouTube that can show you how to use our products. All of our products are made in Taiwan. And at this time, our inventory levels are sometimes changing by the hour. However, we tend to have stock of these and are able to ship. But please let us know if you have an opportunity that we can support you on. Here's some information on our social media pages. Like us and tweet us and follow us and subscribe to us. We will keep you updated, informed on the latest Lumens news and products. All right, let's get to a couple of questions here. What are the options for ceiling mounts? Paul, can you weigh in on those, please, sir? I believe we offer the wall mount. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so we do have a wall mount for these guys. We don't have a ceiling mount at the time. They do have a 1/4-20 though screw on the bottom, so you guys can get any drop hole mount or other style mount and use those to mount from the ceiling. But currently, no ceiling mount from us. Like I said, Eddie can go back a couple of slides and show you the wall mount that we do have.
Sure. Okay. Couple of questions. Do the cameras with SDI have 59.94 and 29.97 resolution? So does the 601P have the 59.94 and 29.97 resolutions or frames per second? I'm assuming is what is being asked.
The answer would be yes. I believe
yes.
We went over this just before the webinar.
Yep, absolutely. And the warranty time frame. So the warranty for the cameras is a 5-year unlimited replacement warranty. And that warranty begins once your customer has received the product. Okay. All right, any other questions at this time? We'll give a a minute or so if anybody wants to ask any other questions. I'll go back and show the wall mount as well. I believe we have that. Somebody was asking specifically about the wall mount. So here's the wall mount here. Other questions? Okay, well, Lumens would like to thank you for attending. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact us. We will be more than happy to assist you with any of your camera needs. You guys have a great day again, and thank you for attending. Bye-bye.